All right, Trish. So let me show you a couple of things that I wanted to point out to you that I saw on your website, just to kind of let you know to make sure that you get for what you paid for the amount of money that you're paying. I just want to make sure that this guy does the right thing for you. So here's the thing. Number one is being able to have your website click friendly. Okay, like for example, BBB. If you really do pay your $600 a year to be a member of the BBB, you should be able to link right to that. So for example, you should be able to click on this BBB logo, and then it opens up in a new window and it goes directly to the BBB link that shows that you really are accredited. So if you're not accredited and you just want the accreditability as far as having the picture on there, great. If you really do pay the $600, you might as well have the accreditability on there. Also, with here, your success stories, you want to be able to click on these links right here, click on these areas to where it jumps directly over to your success story page. So the more links that you have linking through your website, the easier user friendly it is. So I do know right here it says, read more success stories, and you can go ahead and click over there, and it heads over to the other side to your success stories, and that's great and everything. But you want to be able to click these areas right here in the boxes, so it goes right over there. So let me show you something about the source code, and just so you have a better understanding on being able to be searched through Google. So what you do is you right click and you go to view page source. Now this right here is like the back scenes of what websites are. This is what's called source code. So when the internet actually goes through and it searches your website and it looks at your website, this is what it actually reads. So what a human sees and what you see and what the internet sees are two different things. This is what it looks like to the internet. So when they say that, the search engines crawl and they look for keywords, like this is what they're looking at. So if you look here, if you actually go to Google and you type in CTA discoveries, you're nowhere to be found. So I wanted to know why. The reason why is because what you do is you add plugins into the source code right here for Google, which registers your website to Google so Google can see it. So you need to make sure that your guy goes ahead and plugs these plugins directly into your site. If not, I could easily add them to your site later on. Very, very simple process. The next thing is that you want to make sure that you're able to be found very, very easily in the search engine. So if anybody types in CTA, number one, if you send them the link to your website or give them the address, obviously they're going to be able to go right to your website. That's the only way that you're going to be found at this point. Later on, after you put the plugins into the search engines or the source code to be able to be found in the search engines, then you're going to be able to be found through keywords. What I mean by that is the way that you're found through keywords is your title, which here is your title right here, okay, which is a good way to be found. Financial recovery services in Newport Richey. But this could actually be longer. And what you want as far as longer is you want to open up your audience. So your only audience right now is Newport Richey. So maybe you have a lot of customers in Duval County like you were showing me, or you want to open up to a bigger market like Tampa. You want to be able to put Tampa in there as well. Also, your meta tags are your keywords. Your keywords as far as people being able to find you. Like if somebody types in financial recovery services, you want your website to be able to pop up. So there's other people who have more rankings than you because they've been around longer or they have more keywords, but it doesn't start to get started now immediately to be adding these keywords into your meta tag right here. So right now you really don't have any meta tag names or any type of keywords whatsoever. So if he could add some keywords, that would be great. But this is just the basics that I wanted to show you that you could get started on. As far as, just make sure that you get it done. So these are just basic things for people to be able to find you. Later on, I can show you, how to make your website a little bit more friendly to capture and actually be able to convert the people who come as visitors. So they're not just, window shoppers. You actually obtain their information, even if it's as easy as a email address. So you can at least understand who is coming to your website. You spend a lot of money to be able to attract this business to come to your website. So you want to be able to at least have them stay long enough to leave their contact information or have your website a little bit more user friendly or friendly per se, so they do leave their information. So I just want to let you know that.